Alrighty, so we're live. We're going to carry on with our Scenario C playthrough, Streets of Stalingrad. Reminder that the left half of this is Scenario A, and this one here is B, and they're brought together with C and thrown in some armor. So right now we're in the middle of the game, and it's going to be the Russian turn for us. The first things we'll do is do a wind change, no wind change. And now we can do any rallies and repairs. Now, I think for the Russians, I'm going to rally this guy here. He does need an 8, which he gets. Right now I can do leader-led rallies, so this guy here would be an 11 and a 9. So they're back. This guy here needs a 6. And this gun needs a 1 to repair itself. Alright, so it's not repaired, which is unfortunate for the Russians. Good for the Germans, unfortunate for them. Now, this guy cannot rally because he doesn't have a leader. I already spent my 1 self-rally. You guys are going to stay DM because of the adjacent German unit, as are you guys. So that's going to be it for the Russians. Let's do the Germans. So this guy here needs an 8 because he's wounded. So I missed it by 1. That really sucks. Let's repair that. Or not. Let's repair this. Nope. That's my heavy down for the count. So this guy needs an 8. Down 4 would be a 4 to rally. And the other guy needs a 8. So unfortunately, the Germans are not coming back as quickly. This guy here needs a 6. And he just got wounded. That's my 10 too. Alrighty, and that is that for the rally phase. Let's go to Russian prep fire. This might be a short scenario. We'll see. Let's start with the armor first. So you're going to fire. That'll be a stone building buttoned up is +4 acquired, and 2x range is going to be a -3, so it's going to be a net 1, which means a 7 or less to hit. So he hits, no rate, and just a normal shot. So on the 12 table, we have a 9. 9 on the 12 should be an NMC, which of course they fail. You guys have no targets, so unfortunately, yeah, no targets. Now I have to break this so that I can advance across it. I think I'm going to move you into there. Maybe I'll put you in op fire. Yeah, let's put you on op fire, and you can wait. You're gonna move. You guys are gonna move. You're gonna run down this road, and you're gonna cause these guys to route out, and we'll probably eliminate this guy here for failure to route. Right, so move. Move. Everybody here is gonna move, except for you. You're gonna fire, so it's gonna be 8 up 3. No effect. Here, I think, yeah, we'll fire. So let's fire group on the 8 up 3. 8 on the 8's an NMC, so the 8-1 is gone. All right, so you're good, but you hit the Russian sniper. So let's do that, of course. And we're going to go 6 for 6. Now that is... right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, it's going to land on something I haven't even fired yet. So let's randomize leader, machine gun crew, and bottom squad. So you're broke. Now you got to take a one check to make sure you don't break because you lost your leader. All right, so you're good, but you got a sniper again. Sniper's a 2 this time. We're going to go 5 for 4. All right, it's going to land on you. So leader, squad. Well, I'll land on the leader, so this is going to kill him. No, it's casualty reduction. So he has to take a wound die roll with a -1, so he's fine. You're going to be now DM'd, and you have to take another sniper check, which you are just pinned, so DM'd. Um, you're right. You're right. That would be a closer target. Yes, it would be. I always forget that about targeting other sniper counters. Yes, it would. That was a 1, which means you are decreased 1 because of the K effect, or KIA. The 1. Let me confirm that. By the way, good morning, Neil. Yeah, right. So the sniper is reduced down to 1, so now I gotta change this. So now a 5 instead of a 6. But on the plus side, I saved my leader from dying. Thanks, Neil. That was a good one. Oh, Jesus. Did it? I thought I changed it. I'll have to change it. Thank you for that notice. Right. All right. So that should be good now. Morning, Scott. Um, yeah, that was a good point there, Neil, about the sniper. Again, I saved the bacon of my A1 plus everything else that happened here, so that was good. I don't mind backing up for that. Now on this side here, I do have a full and a half squad in the factory. Now, what do I want to fire at them? So you're going to clearly have to fire. That's going to be 8. Double to 16. I could be on the 24 with this guy into that location. It would be a 24 up 1. Or I can do a 16 up 1 and then an 8 up 1. Let's do an 8 up 1 first. All right, so no effect. Now we'll do a 16 up 1 from this guy. That's going to be no effect. Yeah, no effect for that. Which is good for the German, bad for the Russian. Now I could spray fire with these two on both locations with the 9-2. Or I just split up my fire. Now this is 10. So I'm going to go 20 firepower up 1 here. Yeah, 20 up 1 to this location. Actually, no, we'll go 20 down 1. I'll use the leader. And then you guys are going to fire group the 628 against the half squad. So we're going to go on the 20 table, down 1. Well, that's KIA. 2 on the 20 is a 2 KIA. So he is definitely Fubard. Probably destroy that too. And you guys are now going to fire on the, this is 10 plus 6 will be 16 up 2. 9 on the 16 will get us a 1 check. All right, you're broke. You guys are all fired, as are you. Now you guys are going to fire on the 10-2, so you're going to be half. It's going to be on the 4 table. This won't count because it's a motion, and it will be a +2, so 4 up 2. Nothing. All right, now we can go to 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll go to move phase now. So you, my friend, are going to assault move into H6. I'm going to fire you. You're going to be on the 8, down 1. So a 5 on the 8 should be a 2, and sniper. So he's ELR'd. We have 4 resid in that location. And the sniper, Jesus, Russian sniper's killing me. 6 for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like you're going to be attacking the wood building. All right, so the squad that just fired, the leader, and the bottom 4, 6, 7. So you are broken. Now that did not work out at all. Other moves. So let's go with you guys and the 10-2. This will be gone. So you're going to go here for 2, 3, 4 downstairs. I could do a 4 down 2. But that would probably be silly. I don't think there's any real reason to rush right now, so that's fine. You guys are going to stay there. This guy here, you're going to get on your bike. You're going to come to J7. So 1, 2. That'll DM this stack. You're gone for failure to route. Although you could squeak. No, you can't because of him. What about you? What are you going to do? You'll assault move into L6. No, M7. So that's going to be a +3. So I'm going to hold fire until my defensive fire phase. You're going to move down here. You're going to move down to here. I needed to keep a fire base up on the second level. That would have stopped all this. All right, you're going to dash through L5 into L6. So I'm going to have to fire. Now I could just fire the 8 up 2. And 8 up 2. I need a 6 or less to get an NMC. All right, so we'll fire the 1 squad. So we'll be an 8 up 2. 9 is a pinning task check, and he is fine. And we have 4 residual in that location. Now I'm going to fire again. This will be on the 4 up 2. Sniper. No effect. Sniper's a 3. All right, so you're final. You're done. You're in there. Everybody here is moved. You guys now can move up. Let's go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Um, Over here, I did fire groups, so they should have been marked with a prep fire. If I dash to T6, that should be fine. I don't think I can be interdicted. Nothing's going to shoot anyway. So yeah, you guys are going to dash through S6 to T6. You as well. Commissar, come up here. I have to move so these guys have a place to route to. So if I assault move into this location, actually, what am I doing? I can just come all the way to here. So this is this would be 2 to move into here because it's overstack. 3. So I can come here to here. That would be 3. I could fire this at that, or I could fire you guys at that, but it will be a +3 on the 8. +3 on the 8. Either way, it's going to be a +1 because of this. So let's do on here, on the 8 up 3. 6 on the 8 is a 1 check. All right, so you are pinned because you're fanatic. And then we put 4 resid in that location, which means you're not going to be traveling in there. I forgot to fire you guys. You guys will come down to here and then into V4. No, I'll advance in, save myself. You guys were supposed to fire as well. I didn't fire you, did I? Yeah, I did actually. Back to you. Now, you don't have a working gun, so your only course of action is going to be to start up in reverse motion. For 1, which is going to let you fire AP, and you won't count as a moving target yet. So, acquired once, buttoned up, cancel. 2x range is a -1. And that would hit. That's a hull hit. All right, so we look at AP for the 75, which I think was a 17. Yeah. 2x range, no modifier. And we hit the hull, which is down 11, so it's going to be a 6 or less to get a kill. No, but that is 1 over. So non-HE 1 over is possible shock. So they need to take a NTC, which they fail. So they are shocked. To hit roll was a miss. So you first fired. Now you're going to fire as well. You're going to fire APCR, which gives me depletion number of 6. All right, so I have APR +1. Buttoned up is +2. Acquired brings it down to a +1. So that's a hit in the hull with APCR, which has a to kill of 20. Uh, 3 hex range is going to be a +1. So it's going to be 21. Minus 11 is a 10 or less to kill. So it's just a wreck, not a flame, which means we get crew survival on a 5. And they survive. All right. And they get a crew. So they would be inside this building here. Why is it not letting me bring it in? There we go. All right. So you're going to be at the bottom of this stack here. You'll be a wreck in that location. There we go. Well, that was okay, I guess. Now that's going to be it for the move. So let's do our defensive fire phase. And we will start. You guys fired as well. Let's start with you here. So you've acquired once, your button up cancel, 2x range. The +3 will be a net +2. A 6 or less will hit. That is not a hit. No point firing you. This one here, we have 8, 13. Let's fire onto this location. So it'll be 13 up 1 because the vehicle won't count. You here. Acquired cancels out buttoned up, which means this is going to be a +2, so 6 or less. That is a miss and no rate. All right, here we're going to fire on the 8 up 2. Alrighty, my friends, so it's up to you. So you're going to be 9, doubled as 18 on the 16 +1. 8 on the 16 gets us a 1 check. All right, so the 447 is fine. The 527 is not fine, and they hit my sniper. Sniper is not hot. Now, on my roll, I rolled a 5 on the colored, so no rate either. I could fire a 4 flat. No, that would be 4 flat, I guess, in the off chance. Sniper bait. 3 on the 4. Okay, 2 check for this half squad. All right, so he's gone. Advancing fire phase. You guys are assault fire with 4, 8, and it'll be +2, -2, so 8 flat. We have an 8 on the 8's in NMC, so the 7-0 is broken. The 4-6-7 is fine, and the broken squad is fine as well. All right, well, these guys are going to fire on the 6 column up 1. 4 on the 6 is a 2 check. 2 check for the wounded leader. All right, well, he's dead. And then you're dead too. You'll be on a 6. You'll be on a 4. That'll put it on the 8 table up 3. And that's going to be it. I never fired you guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be on the 4. Halved again for advancing fire phase. So it'd actually be on the 2. 2 up 1. It was an off chance. All right, so that unfortunately is a bad turn for the Germans. All right, let's get rid of the preps. And we'll do road phase. So attacker first, you have to move. So you'll come here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to the commissar. I never moved you. Let's bring it over here. Everybody here else is fine. I don't have the road anymore because I'm no longer adjacent, nor are you. However, I do have a leader, so you're going to come back to here. That gives me 3 squads there. I don't want to leave the factory yet. I don't have to, so I think that's fine. All right, now the Germans have to move. So you are gone for failure route. You can stay there. You're pinned, so you cannot interdict, which means you can come here and then into this location. And that is that. All right, Russian advance. So we'll start here. I'll put these guys in the street. Let's put him over here. You're going to come into this location. I have 10 against 9, so this would be 1-1. I think you guys are just going to hang back. You guys are coming to there. There's no point putting anybody forward. They're just going to get shot up. You guys will, however, move. This would be gone. Yeah, let's move both you up. And then next turn you can look at advancing into some close combat. Yeah, all right. So close combat, we only have the one here. So let's do ambush. The Russian is a 2. The German gets a -1. So he is at a 0, which means no ambush. And we are 10 to 9. We'll be 1 to 1, so I need a 5. All right, I don't get it. Now, 9 to 10 will be 1 to 2, and I get a -1, so I need a 5. No. All right, so we are locked in melee. All right, well, could have been better. Could have been better. All right, wind change. No wind change. We have self rally. Looks like we don't. Everybody's with the leader, although you are here. So I could do the leader first. Then I could do the squad, unless the leader passes, in which case I'd have to use it. So let me do this as my self rally here. Not good enough. Now the leader. Nope. You stay DM'd and you guys are gone. Over here, the 10. Oh, he's a wounded leader now. He needs a 9. Right, so he's back as a 9-2, which means you need a 10 or 11 and an 11. So 11 and 11. So you guys are back. And you need a 9-10. Down 4 is a 6. No joy. Here we need a 8 and an 8. 1, 2. And we do have a broken weapon here. All right. Heavy is back in action. And that is unfortunately all that's going to happen for the Germans. Let's do the Russians. Now we do have a commissar, so this is gone. 8, 9, 10 with the building and the commissar bonus. So you're back. This guy needs a 6. You need a 6 as well. 7 actually. So you fail, which means you're going to be casualty reduced because of the commissar. You guys will hang out. You guys will stay here. I was debating about moving the 9-2 back. I should have moved him back to help with the rallies. So you're fanatic, which means you're a base 8. 9 with the building. -2 leader would put you at 11. Down 4 would be a 7. And this guy would be a 5. No. And over here, this guy needs an 8, 9, 10. Down 4 is a 6. No. And the pin comes off. All right, that's it for the rallies. Let's get into the German prep, of which we don't really have too much, but who do I fire at? Oh, pick up this. All right, so you have a German MG. Do I do 8 of 1 or do I do 4 flat? I think I'm going to have to do 4 flat to get rid of these two here. 4 flat. 7 on the 4 is a pinning task check. So this guy first. And the other guy. So you're pinned. This other guy is not, and they hit my sniper, which is no effect. You guys are going to spray fire as well. So this is going to be on the 8. And this will be on the 4 up to. So 7 on the 8 is going to be a 1 check for you. That's ELR. And up to would be a 9 for you, which is a pinning test check, and you pass. All right, so now over here, let's fire you into this building. Hopefully I can blow it up. Acquired, -2 cancels out the building. Button cancels out by the range, which means I need an 8 or less to hit. And I miss. I'm going to intensify. So it's going to be an additional +2, canceling out the acquisition. So it's going to be +2, +3, -1 is a +2, 6 or less to hit. And I miss. All right, you may as well fire point blank into here. It's going to be -2, cancel out the building and buttoned up, so 7 or less. I hit. 1 round HE into their face. So it's going to be on the 12. Dud round. You're going to intensify. All right, so your gun's fine, but I missed. That is shit. This is really not going to plan. You guys are going to fire 12, not using the LMG onto here. Up 3. 7 on the 12. Rate on the light is a 1 check. So you guys here need a 7. Pinned. The 527 below it is broken. And the broken guy is fine German sniper. No sniper. You guys are going to have to fire onto here now. I cannot let you guys kill my tanks, which sucks. That's going to be 20 firepower, +1, +3, down 2. So up 1 on the 20. Be a 9. No rate again is a 1 check. 1, 2. All right, so one of you is ELR'd, and you both break. Now you're going to fire into this location here. So it's going to be a +2, button up is 3, 2x range brings it down to up 2. So that is a critical. That is a critical hit. All right, so on the effects IFT, we have a 5. Now it's going to be a -2. So for a 3 on the 12 will be a K3 and a 2 check for the rest. So this 527, the second 527, and the 127. So this one here is going to be taken a K2. And he ELRs. 3 check. And you guys are a 2 check. So you break. And our little vehicle crew is broken as well. Not too bad. Not too bad. All right, so you're prepped. You guys are going to be moving. 1, 2, 3. You will fire. You're going to need a 8 or less to hit. Although you are buttoned up, so we'll be a 7 or less to hit. And of course, I think I'm going to intensify. It is a time for that. 7 will still miss. This would be an 8 up 3. Thank you very much, Dave. Welcome to the show. So that was a very ineffective attack. This is not going really well for the Germans. Movement, of which I only have really you guys, and I have you. So you're going to be first. You're already in motion, so you're going to enter this building for 1, taking a bog check. Which you bog because your normal pressure +1 and a factor will be a +1. So, yeah. I'm just going to overrun these guys. Shit. Oh. No, it's no longer mobile, so it counts as not moving, I believe. So if I move under this location, I should be at a +1. Well, actually, I can only claim 1 over the factory anyways. So I'm going to move this Fnatic guy. They're going to dash from Y6 under here. That means that they're going to be at a flat 0. So let's fire you first. You'll be on the 8 flat. 5 on the 8's at 2. I could fire on the 4 with the 0, but I don't think I'm going to. Yeah, this is not going to work. This is not going to be successful. So let's move in there for 3, which is as far as the window leader can move. You guys are going to fire on the 36 flat. 7 on the 36, rate on the heavy is a K4. All right, so leader and the squad. So you suffer another wound roll with a -1. So you're still wounded. And we said K4. Now you take a 4 check. You're pinned. Holy shit, he's strong. And the squad is, we said 4 check. K4. You're broken. I don't think there's any way that the Germans can have a hope of winning this contest. Now, I do still have rate of fire on the heavy. That's going to be on the 12. I also have you. So if I fire you guys, this will be 8. +1, +2, cancel, so it would be 8 flat. There's no way that they can pull off even a draw. There's just too many Russians inside the factory. I don't think it's going to work. They're not going to bother firing. Why do a sniper check? They're going to have to run away. You guys would be eliminated for failure to route or surrendering because... No, you could come through Y6. You cannot see this unit yet. So you're safe. You're safe. So you will be able to retreat back to Z6. You were not supposed to bog. You were supposed to land in this X, live, and keep them from shooting anywhere else. That failed. All right, so defensive fire. Let's fire a 6 flat. 7 on the 6 is an NMC, so you are fine, and the broken leader is gone. And the broken squad is now a half squad. Here we'll fire 12 up 2. Wow. 5 on the 12 is a 2 morale check. So the squad unbroken is fine. The broken guy is gone. Now we're going to do here, which means you guys are now going to be encircled. So this is going to be on the 16 up 2. Wow. 5 on the 16 is a 3 check. Your morale is lowered by 1 for being encircled, so you need a 3 or less. And you break. You guys can fire on the 4 up 3. That's just not going to work. How about you guys? This would be 8 up 3. Nothing. One, two, three, four. So these guys would be halved. The LMG will put it on the 6 column. 6 up 2 into this location. Actually, plus 3 because of the vehicle. Fuck. So that cowers. So that's going to be a 5 on the 4 is a 1 check. 1 check for my 10-2. Sniper medium is good. Heavy is broken. And sniper. Sniper is hot again. We're going to go 1 for 4. One, two, three, 4. Right, so you're going to come back to this location. Just hang out. No other fire I'm going to go on here. Although I could fire at this. So let's do that. We'll fire at you. We're going to have long range 5 again be on the 6. Plus 1, plus 2, down 1. So 6 up 1. 8 on the, or 9 on the 6 is a miss. And then we'll go advancing fire, of which I don't have any because my plan failed. I could fire you into there. Right, that was a Hail Mary. And quickly into the route phase. So we're going to have to run. Now you're gone for failure to route. You'll be able to come through here. You guys cannot see this location yet. So you can come to Y6 and then into this location. All right, so. Oh wait, he was pinned. My wounded 10-3 was pinned in the in that battle. I'm gonna have to break him. There's no way he can survive, so I'll break him and retreat. All right, Russian routes. So you're gonna come back to here. You guys will go 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. You're fine, and now we can do the Russians. All right, now we're running out of area, so you're going to have to leave the factory, I think. That is a dummy stack. This would be 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 5. You can join them. You guys don't have to move because you're not adjacent, nor do you. You can hang out. All right, and now we'll do German advances. Again, we don't really have a lot. Let's move you up here. Let's go to here. Wow, close combats. Yay. All right, so we have a 9 to 10 will be 1 to 2 with a -1. That is not good enough. And a 1 to 1, they need a 5. They got a 5. All right, so who gets killed? Leader, gun crew, non-gun crew. So you are casualty reduced. And we are still engaged in melee. I think I'm going to have to call this game as a Russian win. This is what's left of the German forces. I have a bog vehicle. I've got you guys over here on the flank. And I've got a combat going on with one lone heavy holding down the fort. Right now, the Russians are going to win this side of the scenario, and they still dominate this factory. As a matter of fact, this is actually theirs. Excuse me. They have at least 6x, which means they're going to win this one. There's no way I can force my way in because I'm still broken. They're going to come dancing around here, and they're going to force me to run away from this location as well, assuming he doesn't rally. So what do you guys think? You think there's a chance he'll come back? I'm not seeing it, so I'm going to call this one a Russian win. Yeah. All right, so that was scenario C. Could have gone a lot better. All right, now we'll do my favorite, Stalingrad. So what are we at now? We've just finished the Russian prep fire. We're into the Russian movement phase. This is 22 October 23. The second front opens up. So there's no way. I was really hoping to be down here along the edge by the 23rd. It's just such slow movement. I do have 4 planes coming in on their turn, so there is that. So let's go to movement. Now, what am I gonna do? This was supposed to be safe. A fortified wood building, and I got blasted with this 45 double long. And we got a mortar on a rooftop. I think my plan for you guys was to move you down stairs. You're not doing much good up on top of the factory, and I still have to worry about this German machine gun up top. Um, Let's start with you. So you're going to come here, assault move to this location. Actually, no, you're not going to assault move. So that would be 2. Now, this is a 1.5, so it's only cost me 2 to go down to the ground floor. So that would be 2, and then 3 would be the ground floor. Do I want to fire at them up here? I think I do. Um, yeah, let's do that. So, just because you guys are going to have to come that same way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the squads will be half for 2. This will be 9. And then a 15 with the Russian heavy. So it's going to be on the 12 column. You're effectively an 8-0. Non-assault and height advantage will cancel. So it's going to be a 12 flat. No rate on any of the heavies. And an 8 on the 12 should be a 1. 1 check. All right, so the 527 is broken. And we have 6 residual in that location. Well, what is another way down? All the way up here. There's only 2 roof entrances. This one S16 and O10. Oh, there's Q7, but that's roofless, so I can't go down there. Now, if I come into this location, it's going to be height advantage, non-assault would cancel. So it would be 0 on the 6. 0 on the 6. I do have a commissar, which means your morale is going to be increased. It's a factory, so that's as well. So you're effectively a 10. This guy's a 9 morale. I hate moving as a stack, although I do it all the time, but I'm going to move as a stack. All right, you guys are going to come to this location. If I use assault move, that would give me a +1 for height advantage, which I'm going to do. So 6 up 1. 7 on the 6 is an NMC, so the commissar is fine. The 628 is fine. And the 527 is not fine. You guys are going to do the same. We're going to come here for 2. Now, before you go anywhere, or once you enter that location, I think I'm going to drop a Stuka on you. I could do a nice strafing run. I would not hit this hex because of the blind hex, but I would hit this hex, you and you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, no, I would hit you. Just not this hex. So I could strafe here and here. Or I could just do a point attack on that location. Let's do a point attack. So I'm going to use this guy here. So this is where we're going to come down. So I'll be able to get a 4 firepower. -1 for moving and open. 4 on the 4. is going to be a 1 morale check. And you're pinned because of the shriek the Stuka makes. So 1 check for the 7-0. Broken, and the 458 is Elard. Now, you would be in a blind hex, so I don't have to worry about the ground floor yet. You guys move 1 more hex. Hit him with another 4. That'll be a 6 on the 4, which is an NMC, so this guy. And the broken squad is fine. Now I can drop a 200-pound bomb. I forgot to do a sighting task check. 10. Let's back that up because none of that just happened. I failed my sighting task check. All right, so that's you. Shit. Let's bring in a second plane. Sighting task check. I'm basically looking for. Or wait a minute. What do I even need? Chapter E. Aircraft. Target is not entirely concealed. -2. -1 for moving and open. Was a -3. So I would have hit. All right. So you guys are pinned. And you were broken. Now I land on top. I did my machine gun, which broke the bottom squad. Now I can drop a bomb to hit. Is a 10, so 10's going to be a miss. Base 8. I need -1 for non-assault or moving and open. Seriously, I missed it by 1. I missed it by 1. God damn it. All right, so that Stuka is done. I'll let the other guy go. You're broken, so that's fine. Other moves that we want to do now. I do have you. You don't really have a target. Oh, I should have fired you here. I failed to do that. You're just gonna hang out. More guys up on the roof. We want to get down. Where is my stairwell? Right here. No. You are in the stairwell. Oh, that's worked out. All right, so this is a 2.5, so that means it's going to be 3 move to go down. And I can move 1 more. So let's come to K15. You guys are up on the roof, so you're going to slide over here for 2. You'd have to CX to make it to the basement or ground floor. Yeah, you'll CX, so you'll come into here to I'm on the assumption that roofs are 2 to move. Buildings. Rooftops. Yeah, so it is 2 to move across. So you're going to have to pay 2 to go across and then 3 to hit the ground floor, which means you're going to be CX'd. Now, I could have shot you with this guy, but I think I'm going to wait. You would be out of line of sight of all these guys, so you're fine. And that's going to be it for that. Now, on the left side, you guys are on a roof as well. Now, this is not a factory, which means every hex has a stairwell, so you could just descend in your location. All right, so this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. No, you couldn't because you're dragging this thing along. So you're going to come here to there. You guys will go to the ground floor, then you'll advance 1 hex. All right, defending fire. Now I'll use my other Stukas first, so I really need to break this. Otherwise, you guys are dead for failure to route. So let's start with you. Now, sighting task check is going to be not as easy because targets in a building is a +3. Not entirely concealed brings it down to a +1. And there is a friendly unit within 4. We'll bring it up to a +2. So I need a 6 or less for this plane to see. All right, so I do see. All right, so a 4 up 2 for the machine guns is nothing, and then a 4 up 2 for the machine guns is broken. And then I hit with a bomb. Now this is going to be +2 from 8, so it's going to be a 6 or less to hit. And I miss. All right, so you're done. That's really not working out. On the plus side, they are pinned, but it's not going to help me. I have to take them out. Let's use you. You're going to attack from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So your setting task check will be a -2. +1 for having within 4 will be a -1. 9 or less to see. I do see it, so let's hit him with a 4 flat. 6 on the 4 is an NMC. So the mortar crew. There are fine Axis Sniper, and the 447 is pinned. No sniper. All right, now I move closer. So again, a 4 flat is a 5 on the 4, which should be a 1 check. One check, yep. All right, 1 check for the crew, who are now broken. And on the 447, who are broken. Now you would be at a +2 and a half fire, so you're not going to be impacted because of the protection. You guys are still pinned because you're broken. And now I will drop a bomb. So I need a base 8 to hit. All right, so I hit with a bomb. You're done. 200 should be the 36 column. And the guys and the ground floor. Oh, I didn't pay that. I don't think I'll be able to hit the guys on the ground floor. IFT result is a 10. God damn it. A 2 check for the guys on the roof. Yeah, I would miss the concealed guys underneath it. Unreal, man. What does it take? All right, a 2 check for the crew. So they're gone. And a 2 check on that dude, so he's a half squad. All right, another plane. I think I really got to hit this. Let's do that. All right, sighting task check again. That is a miss, so no call. You're done. You'll just float around the airspace. Everybody else has shot their load. What else can I see? Let's start over here on the right side. We'll start with you needing a command die roll, which you make. So you can fire on the 8, up 4. No effect. You should have actually activated. You should have activated as well. All right, activation check for you. Nope. Activation check for you. Yes. What are you? This, I believe, up 2 is a 9. A squad. Squad's going to be Snake Eyes. Really? 4, 5, 8. Four, 5, 8. Wow. All right. You're going to fire on here 4 up 2. I forgot to do that before. So this would have been a back dated to the prep fire. So a 4 on the 4 is a 1 check. So the wounded dude. You. And you. So you're pinned. You're ELR'd. No, that's not going to do anything. You guys are going to have to fire on here. So you're going to need a command die roll, which you make. Pin fire is going to be an 8 up 1. 8 on the 8's an NMC. And we have a pin results. No rate of fire because I'm pinned. That would be on the 4 up 3. That's not worthwhile. That's a sniper check. Not a lot of shots, gotta be honest. All right. You are going to fire on the 10-0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you'll be half. They'll be on the 6 column. +1 for the leader. Uh, 5 on the 6 will be a 1 check for the commissar, who breaks. 628 is fine. The 447 is fine, and the other guy is not. So you're a half squad. And we are Russian sniper. Oh wait, now we need to take leader lost task check to see if we can function sniper, and you guys are fine. So Russian snipers at 2. It is going to be the north one that goes 1 for 2. Ugh. All right, so you're pinned. German sniper is a 2. It is the south one. That's going to go 2 for 2. Right here, 2 for 2. 1, 2. So it's going to land up on the roof. We have a leader and a squad. Leader, squad. So the squad will be pinned. That's fine. All right, and I did have rate on the medium, so let's try that again. So this time will be on the 4 of 1. 6 on the 4 is an NMC, and I do have rate, so NMC for you. 628. The 447 is a half squad. And the broken 227 is fine. One more. All right, that'll be a miss. What do we got here? 8 and 8, 16 plus 1 plus 2. Let's do a 16 up, 2 down 2. So 16 flat will be a 7. 7 on the 16 gets us a 2 morale check for you guys. The 458 is pinned, and the crew is heat of battle. Now they're immune to it, so they won't be impacted. So that really didn't work out at all. Here I need a 9-2 command die roll. I forgot to do that for the other guy. All right, I got a flamethrower, which I'm going to use on you guys here. So this will be a +1 line of sight hindrance on the 12 table. 4 on the 12 is a 3 morale check for you. So you're fine. Now the 458 will be fine as well. All right, now I'm going to fire the squads. That's going to be 11, 19. So it's going to be on the 16. Not going to use the LMG. 16 firepower, +3 down 2, so +1 on the 16. 10 on the 16 should be a 1. Oh, NMC. All right, well, NMC for the 9-0 and the 458. Good to see. You're not ELR'd, you're just broken. I could fire at this guy up here on the roof. So that would be 2.5 plus 5. We'll put it on the 7. So 6 flat into that location. 5 on the 6 is a 1. Right? 5 on the 6 is a 1 check, which means that you guys eliminated by the fanaticism, so it's just a 7. And you break. You guys here are going to fire 8 firepower plus 3. That's no effect. You guys really don't have a target. Although I could fire over here. Oh, I forgot to move you. You're going to come into here and try and recover your gun. So you'll take possession of that. If I fire up on the roof, command dial, you fail anyways. What about the medium and the other guy? So you guys both pass. So it's going to be on the 12 up 1 to this location. 9 on the 12 will be an NMC. And you break. No rate for you. Where's my highest leader? Broken 9, eh? So this 8-0 command die roll. No, come on. Now that is a wall there, so you cannot fire there or there. You cannot fire really anywhere. I could fire into this location up here on the roof. One, two, three. So they all make it. So I can fire 15, 16, up 1. 7 on the 16 is a 2 morale check for the 426, which only pins them. God damn it. All right. You have to make your command die roll, which you do. You're going to fire 16 up 2 into this location. No, that's a wall. You're going to fire 16 up 1 into this location. 2. 9 on the 16 is a 1 check. All right, so 1 check for the 8-1. His morale has been increased. Now that is casualty reduction, so he passes his wound, but he is going to be ELR'd. Wounded. And broken. So you are pinned and you're fine. So this guy's pinned. Now leader lost task check. You're fine. So we have 1 pinned, 1 broken dude. I guess that's okay. This guy here is going to fire HE into this location. So it'll be +4. 2x range brings it down to a +3. And we've acquired once, which brings it down to a +2, meaning a 6 or less to hit. That hits, rate of fire, and on the 12. We have a 6. 6 on the 12 is a 2 morale check for the 447, which fails, and the crew fails. Forgot to do my OBA. All right, let's mark these guys fired first. You guys final fired as well. Now we'll do OBA. So I have an observer right here, so he needs to have anything but a 12 for a radio contact because he's using a field phone, so he sees it. We do have a spotting round, and I don't have anybody in line of sight anymore. I'm going to have to adjust and convert in place. So I'm going to adjust 1 hex here and flip it. Roll for accuracy. It will be accurate. And we'll resolve it as an FFE1. So the target hex will suffer a 9 on the 16, which is a 1 check. So that'll be activation, which you are activated. This up 2 is a 13, which is going to be a tank. And that tank is going to be a 9, which gets us a T70. Now I'm thinking of making it a cupola in that location. Um, yeah, I think that's fine. So let's give him a T70 for reference purposes. Um, so it's going to not be any effect because it's a tank. So I need a basic K result to get a result on the IFT. Now we'll go to this location here. 4. Now there is a chance I could robble with a 16. I need to roll snake eyes. +1 for being stone would be a possible rubble. So nothing there. L16. We have an 11. Pinning task check. Activation is a 2. We're activated. This up 2 is an 11. Which gets us 2 squads leader and a support weapon. Squad. 5s. 5s are 628s. 1 is an assault engineer. We have a leader, which is a 6. -1 for being an elite unit. Is a 5. We have an A1. Possible commissar, no. So we have an A1. And then we have fortification, fortified building location, and a support weapon. Is a 9, is an ATR. Nope, that's a DC. So the assault engineer gets a DC. Pinning task check. So let's get the leader. Is pinned 6 to 8, and the engineer 6 to 8 are pinned. All right, well, you. 9 will be a morale check, so activation for you. You're activated as well. This up 2 is a 10. Squad fortification support weapon, I believe. Yep. Squad is a 458. Oh, wait, no, they're not pinned because they would have been fortified with a +1. Fortified, yes, and support weapon is a HMG. All right, 458 and a HMG. HMG Willikers. That's gonna suck. You guys will take a. That is a 9. I rolled wrong, an 8. Nope, there's a 9. Up 1 for fortified now would be a 10. 12. It would be a 12 total. No, 11, which is a pinning task check. All right, so pinning task check for this guy. He is pinned. All right, now we do this hex here. We have a 10, which is a +1 is 11 is a miss, so no effect. And this location here, We rolled a 9, which is going to give us a 1 check for the rooftop. Plus 3 will be a miss for you guys. However, you will be DM'd. So you. That's enough to break. And then J16, last hex for rubble purposes, nothing. All right, so you get flipped over. And we are done our fire mission. Now we can do the rest of our shooting. Let's do a command die roll from you. All right, as a waste of a roll. And we're going to have 8 firepower up 2 into that location. 8 on the 8 is a NMC for the 80. And the 447. So you are Elard. Sniper. No sniper. You up here, the 9-1, need to make a command die roll, which you do. So you're in command. Anybody within 2 is also in command, including this stack right here. So, 1, 2, 3.5, 4. You're overstacked by 1 squad. So let's do. That would be 7 and 10 would be on the 16 column with a plus 5 because I need to use a 6 up 1 so I don't cower. So on the 16 plus 5. 14 on the 16. 13 on the 16 is a miss. Oh wait, -1 because you're overstacked. So that would be plus 4. Would be a 12 on the 16. Which still is a miss. All right. And that is a house, meaning you can't see that location. Ugh. You're going to fire your 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to this location. Now that's going to be 11, 19, 22. -1, +1 for height advantage cancel. So on the 20 table flat, we have an 11. What is with these rolls? 11 on the 20 is an NMC, and we just lost our 50 cal. NMC for the 80 is broken. 527 is broken. 628 is fine. The 447 is heat of battle. He's berserk. Lovely. And a pinning task check for the 628. He is fine. Okay. This 8-1 command die roll. So he's in command. Means you can fire your 4 firepower flat up here. That's a miss. You guys inside the building will be firing on the 12 plus 1 into that location. 12 up 1. 6 on the 12 is a 2 check for you, which you fail. Now, the rest of you guys will not be able to shoot. That's gone. I don't want to waste my mortar shots on these guys, although it may not be bad. I am acquired. You're on a rooftop, so there's no TEM, and I'm acquired. I guess I could. Oh wait, yeah, you're here. Um, I guess I may as well. So I need a 9 to hit. Last shot, and on the 2 table, we have that. So no effect. Here we have 281s. Let's fire into here. That'll put us at +1/+2. We'll cancel out acquisition. And a shot. That will miss. Next tube. That will hit. Rate of fire. And I need to roll a +4 on the 8. That's a miss. Next shot. Last shot. And on the IFT is a miss. All right, so you guys have fired. You guys really, I don't want to fire this. I really don't. All right, advancing fire. Now we don't have much for the Russians to shoot. Everything that moved pretty well got broken. So no advancing fire. Let's go right to route. And let's do the Russians first. All right, so all right, you're gonna have to stay there because I cannot make. Well, I could come here. You'll low crawl 1 hex because this gun here will be in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Just within range, so you can only move 1 hex unless you want to take interdiction. You guys are fine. That's a stairwell, so you guys are actually going to go downstairs. You're going to have to hang out. For the same reason, you're going to have to stay there. Actually, you can't stay open, so you're going to have to low crawl 1 hex. You guys here on the roof are fine. Over in this location, you guys are... Now this would be 2, this would be 2, so you could actually come back to this location here. Take that with you. You guys are stuck on the roof, you can't move. You guys can come down to the ground floor. Imagine doing this with counters. That would be crazy. Stairwell is M14, so you can come here. No, that'll be moving closer to the machine gun. So you guys broken on the roof are basically stuck there. Now, because I can see this building location, is there a line of sight hindrance for rooftops? It is not considered open ground, which means you guys cannot stay in the normal range of my guns. So you two guys would be eliminated for failure to route. Now, because the leader was so weak, I don't need to roll for leader loss. Task check for you, and you're berserk, so kind of worked out. You guys are in an FFE and you're overstacked, so you're going to move into this ground floor location. 6 of 1 panic, so we cannot move. This light will come along with you. You'll come down. No, you're already on the ground floor. All right, that's it for the Russians. Let's do the German move. Now, you guys unfortunately have to move. Let's take the broken dude, and you guys will come here. You guys are fine. You're fine. You guys are eliminated for failure to route. Yeah. I mean, at least they're pinned, which means they can't move into that building. Which kind of saves my bacon, I guess. You guys are fine there. I missed this guy here. They're gonna have to route again. So let's come here under the wounded leader. Now you will have to retreat. Two, 4. That's fine. You come that way. Oh, you guys did never moved either. You're gonna come into here. And that's it for the road phase. All right, so let's do the advance phase. Now, do I want to go into combat with a pinned unit and a normal unit? I think so. You guys will jump onto that. You're going to jump onto this. Give them both CCs. You'll occupy that fanatic strong point. You're going to stay where you are. You're going to come downstairs. That's not going to overstack because they're only half squads. You guys are going to advance downstairs. Now that is a 2.5, which means it's going to cost 3 move. So it's kind of like a minimum move, except they're going to be CX. And yeah, they'll be CX. You guys just move over there. You'll have to stay there, I guess. Let's put you here on the ground floor. So I'll just waltz in. You're gonna come over here, take your CX with you. Now, where is my stairwell in that location? In the center. So you guys are gonna come here. I'm gonna leave the machine gun with the A1 up top on the roof. You're fine. You're in a fortified position in an OBA barrage. That's okay. Here, let's move you to this location. And you're going to advance downstairs. As will you. All right, so that's going to be it for a move. Now we'll do close combat. And then we can actually get into the German turn too. So here we have no ambush. We have 1-to-1 for the Russian. We're not going to use hand-to-hand. So the Russian needed a 5. We have 1-to-2 for the German. He needs a 4, which he doesn't get. All right, so that's a melee. Here, we do have a building. Oh, wait, that is a building. There is ambush. Attacker, defender. Defender has a 4, no modifier. So in this case, there was no ambush. Didn't work out. In this case, the defender's at a +1, and the first line would be considered stealthy. Oh, wrong one. So the Russian is a modified 3, and the German is a 7. So there's going to be ambush. 2-to-1 odds should be a 7. 7. I could use hand to hand and use a 9 with a -1. So let's do that. All right, so you easily kill this pesky half squad. I don't think we have anything else for combat. No, we do not. All right, so that is it for combat. That is it for the Russian turn 1. Now we can get into the German turn 2. 1150. I'll be right back, guys. Just gonna grab some to drink and then we'll carry on. Okay, so just give me a bit. Alrighty, so we're going to carry on with the German turn 2. Now, before we do that, I forgot to check for blaze spread. So let's do that quickly. This location here, we have no wind, right? Yes, we have no wind, so this is attached. So let's do a roll to see if we flame, but we do not. What about B8? That would be. And this would be with a -2. And the fortified location, nothing there. All right, so that's it for that. Let's do a wind change. We have a 10, no wind change. All right, so let's start bringing back some of those broken German units. This guy here, I could do a self-rally with him. Yeah, let's do that. So this will be one of my self-rallies. So he needs a 7. Okay, he failed. And you guys should have routed. You never did. Oops. Get back on your roof, you. There we go. I don't think I have any of the self rallies, just the one. All right, so normal rally, this guy needs a 5. He makes it. This guy will now need a 4, a 5. And this guy will now need a 9. Over here, we have this guy needing a 9. Oh, let's get rid of the pins. Actually, he's wounded, so it's going to be an 8, down 4. So he comes back. All right, so he's effectively an 8-0. So this guy needs a 6 snake eyes he needs to rally. Well, that's not a snake eyes. We need a 5 there. Oh, I do have another self rally hidden back here. All right, he failed. Now we got to fix this gun here, which we do. All right, and that is it for the Germans. Let's do the Russians. Oh, wait, one here. That guy would need a 5. Nope. Russian rallies. So this guy here will rally. Now he's a commissar, so we lose DM. This guy is now 7, 8, 9 with the building. And 9 with the building. Barely, but he made it. You'll keep your DM. You're on a roof. You'll keep your DM because you're on a roof, but let's see if we can get a 3. And you guys are fine. That comes off. We're here. We have a commissar, so this will be a 9, 10, 11 with the building. So he's fine. Commissars and fanatic buildings are really not a joke. Very deadly. So you can't rally. You're going to keep your DM. You have a wounded leader that needed a 3 to rally, so he just missed it. All right, up on the roof, you'll have to keep it. Here, this guy needs a 3. Actually, it's a factory, so he needs a 4, which is good enough. Now, you guys are going to need an 8 down 4. Factory will bring it up to a 5. And a 5. No. This guy will need a 6, 7. Down 4 is the 3. A lot of low rolls for the Russian rallies. And in this location, we're going to need a... Oh, he's in an FFE. He would have gone downstairs. We'll leave the mortar up top, but he would be downstairs, so we don't need that. And he needs 7, 8 with the building, 7 with the leader, 3 with the DM. Okay, well. And we have a crew. Nope. Wait. Yes. Because they are in a factory, he has Fanatic. We lose that. I probably should have ran him. Let's put him down here. I think that would make more sense. And that'll be it for the rally phase. Now we'll go to do some prep. So we do have artillery. I do have an FFE here. I don't have anybody in line of sight anymore. So I'm going to have to, I think, cancel. According to that flow chart, I could fire in place. I can't see anything. That would be +3, would be a 9 on the 12. No, 9 on the 16, right? Is a 1 check. 1 check for you guys. Leader is fine. 628 is broken, and the 628 is broken. This guy here is a 4, up 2 is a 6. On the 16 is a 2 morale check. All right, so he's going to be broken as well. No effect. And this stack over here will be a 3. Now that is a possible rubble, but you guys will get a +3 for being in stone. We'll make that a 6. On the 16 is a 2 check. No chance of rubble because rubble will get a +1 for being stone, so that's not going to rubble that location. This guy gets a 2 check, which he fails miserably. Now that would be 4, up 1 is 5, +3 is 8, so that's actually going to be disrupted. 527 is broken, and the other 527 is ELR. So your ELR broke, and you are broke as well. And the 6 up 1 is actually disrupted. And then J16 for shits and giggles. See if we can actually rubble something. And that's flipped now to continuation. Hey, Exy. Yep, still grinding. Still grinding this. I do have to admit I'm losing steam with this battle. Now that's it for the OBA, so let's do other shooting. So if I start here, this guy needs a command die roll, which he makes. That would be 7. So this is going to be on the 6 up 2 because of my leadership. 8 on the 6 is a pinning for you. And you are fine, no rate of fire. So I'm marked with a prep fire. Now, unfortunately, that's only a half squad. I was thinking about jumping into that. He is concealed, so he might get ambush. I think I'm going to be doing that anyways. You guys are all going to move. Let's get a command die roll from you. Now, you're an 8. 0 plus 1 for being a leader is enough to be in command. And this AT gun here is going to rotate to that direction. Cannot fire yet, but at least I'm facing the right way. That's gone because the crew is broke. So you're marked with a prep. You guys are going to fire 8 firepower plus 4 into that location. All right, that's no effect. And rates. I could do it on the 6. 6 up 4 is not a good roll, so I'm not going to bother wasting my shot. You guys can fire. You're going to fire onto here on the 16 up 1. 7 on the 16. I do have rate this time. 7 on the 16 is a 2 check for the 628. He's fine. Let's do a 8 firepower up 1. 7 on the 8 is a 1 check and rate of fire. All right, now he's finally broken. Since he maintained rate, you're gonna fire upstairs. That's gonna be on the 4 up 1 for height advantage into this location. 9. So he cowers and he is done shoosting. Could have gone better. I got you. You can see the roof, so you're gonna drop around on the roof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which being a basic 7 to hit. That's a miss. You're gonna just keep your concealment. You guys are gonna fire. That's gonna be 16 doubled is 32 flat. 32 flat into that location. 8. 8 on the 32 is a 3 check on the 30. 3 check for the 628. Now, you're up 1 because you're fanatic. Down 3 would be a 6. You freaking make it. God damn it. Ugh. Yes, support weapon mortars fire on their own observation, just like an MG. With the small mortars as well, this is important. So you have the big ones. These guys have covered arcs for the big mortar. So anything you're pointing the bottom right corner of the counter in that direction would be your covered arc. However, when it comes to things like the small 50s, they don't have covered arc. They can be basically a 360 without rotating it inside the hex. So a bit of a difference between the two. But yeah, it's just like any other support weapon. You could fire it on its own. Freaking made it. I can't believe you made it. Now I'm going to get blasted with this thing. Ugh. Well, I got a medium up top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could tag you two guys with 6 firepower and a +1. Yeah, and some mortars, depending on the nationality, have various kinds of ammunition. Like the Russian one does not, the German one does not. But if you get to the Americans, you could have white phosphorus if the year is if it's in the year, or smoke. Like the British ones can fire smoke. So those are all handy. Just make sure you look at the Chapter H notes on the ordnance to see what they're capable of firing. Generally speaking, like it's a 50 millimeter mortar. So if you look at your to hit table, typically it's going to be on the 6 column, but because you're firing area, you got to have it. And then you're down on the 2. So anything in the 2 column with urban terrain +2 or 3, it's really not worthwhile because it's almost impossible to get a decent shot unless you get a critical. But yeah, depending on the caliber size of the mortar, they could be good or not as effective. So let's do a 6-1 to these DM guys here. All right, well, there goes that idea. You're going to move. You guys are going to move. You need to make a command die roll. And let's use a flamethrower on these guys here again. So there's going to be a +1 line of sight hindrance for the factory. And that is it on the 12 table. And I just broke my flamethrower. Well, I could fire 8 down 2 with a +1 +3 would be a net +1 on the 8. Or I could fire 16 +1, which I think I'll do. Let's do a 16 up 1 into this ground floor. 8 on, or 7 on the 16 is going to get us a 2 check. 2 check for the 9-0 Commissar. He's up to 10 for being fanatic. And down 2 would be an 8, so you're broken. And the 458 is broken as well. Alrighty. I want to put a mouse hole on this wall here. However, I do have a 426 that's up here, is going to be able to look down. That would be an 8 up 1 shot. Eight up 1. Or I could fire on the 8 flat with you guys. 8 flat. If I'm shooting, I'm not moving. This is a difficult one. 8. And a coward too. No, I have a leader. So 8 on the 8's an NMC for the 426, who is pinned because he's fanatic. What a waste. You guys are going to have to move. So let's put a move on you. Let's put a move on you. And 8-0 command die roll. You made it. Let's put a move on you guys. All right, I must break this unit that's inside here. Unfortunately, all I have to shoot is this unit here. You cannot see because of the wall, nor can you in this location. I could move to N11. I could pop smoke in N11 and then advance there. One, two, three, four. Or I could try breaking the unit up top of the roof. So if I use 8 fire, let's get a command die roll first. All right, do I even have a leader? Yeah, we do. 8-0, you must make this, which you do. Now that means I could do what I want. So you two guys are going to fire 8 firepower up 1 to this location. You guys are going to move. I'm going to try and throw a smoke grenade into N11, and then I'm going to move into that location. I could also move up to the roof. I'm not going to move you. I'm going to fire you guys. So you're going to be on the 12 column with a +2. 10 on the 12, no rate of fire. 10 on the 12 is a pinning freaking task check for you and the other dude. So one of you's, no, you're both fine because you have increased morale for being in that location. Well, that was a waste. I tell you, today is just a shit day for the Germans. First we got the other scenario, and then we have this one here. All right, I guess you guys are up to bat. That's going to be a 16 up 2. 11 on the 16 is probably a pinning. 1, 2, you're fine. And you guys are going to move. You have no shot. Nine one is in command. So you two guys are going to fire group on the 8 table. Wrong, that'll be doubled. Now, yeah, no problem, Brendan. I'm glad you're enjoying them. I made a couple mistakes. Thing on the glider one that was pointed out, but if it's in the description, any errata, so hopefully it's not too egregious. But I'm glad you're enjoying them. Because there's a wall between these two, they cannot fire group, I believe, much like a row house. So I'm going to have to do them separately, which means these guys are going to fire on the 12 table, up 1 for interior factory. That's going to cower, so that's going to be a 5. Russian sniper on the 8 is a 2 morale check, which they pass. Prep and Russian snipers a 1. It is the south one. That's going to go 5 for 5. One, two, three, four, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I guess I'm going to go for the 10-2 stack. I actually don't have a choice. They are in wood rubble. These guys are in stone. Oh, Jesus. Top down. Leader, squad, squad, squad. Rip. So 2 check for you. Broken. 2 check for you. Pinned. And a 2 check for you. Elard. Yeah. Unfrickin' real. Unreal. Uh, this would be a 4 up 3 because it would be coming outside of the factory wall. That's 6. What can you do? You have no target, so you're gonna move. You'll move. You're gonna, I don't know what you're gonna do. Move? I can move you into this location, so let's do that. You'll take a circuitous route, occupy this location. You'll probably get shot, but I think it'll be okay. This guy here. I have to kill this unit here. Let's start with you. Let's start with this guy taking a command roll. 8 plus 8 up 1. Then he panics. You need a 7. You panic. You need an 8. Yeah, hey, you lived. So 4 flat is 7 on the 4 is a pinning. And you are fine. We need a 7 and a 7. 1, 2. So the heavy's panicked as well. Which means I can fire only 6 firepower. +1 for line of sight hindrance into here. 6 up 1. 5 on the 4 is going to be a 1 check. Cowering. 1 check for you. Heat of battle, because why not? So your Russian is a +2. Brings that up to an 8. So you're actually battle hardened. That's what we need. All right, we need this command die roll. 9-1, because he's a leader, he gets an extra +1. So he's in range. We're going to fire 8, 7, 15. This is going to be a 12 firepower attack flat. 5 on the 12 is a 2 morale check for a 4, 5, 8, and they break. Now I do have rate on the heavy, so let's do that again. This would be on the 6 flat. Actually, that would be down 1 because it's so many debris, it's not TEM. So that would actually be a 4. A 4 on the 12, which is a 3 check. Same thing. All right. 6 and 1. So it's going to be 6 down 1 for the machine gun. And that is no joy. All right. Now the other 9-1 has to make his. And he's going to fire 5, 10, 17 firepower up here on the roof. Flat. So on the 16, flat. We have an 11. Pinning task check. All right, so the 628 is not pinned, and the berserk guy is exempt. Great. Let's fire a mortar. I need a 8 to hit. no rate and a hit, and we have a shot of 7 on the 2 is going to be no joy again. So you've acquired twice. You're going to move. Here we have 2 tubes. Again, no target, so I'm going to have to wait for something to appear. And this 9-2 will be moving. Unreal. All right, this guy here. He can move this guy and the one beneath him. So the guy panicked with the medium. So I think I'm going to move you. You're going to assault and then you're going to advance. So you guys can do that. You are going to hang out because you're panicked. Wait, this A1 might save the day. He does. All right. So you're in command, which means you can then move. You guys are going to move here. You'll fire. Now you do have CX, so this is going to be 8, 10, 11. Well, not going to use the ATR. It will be on the 20 up 4. 20 up 4. So we have a 10 on the 20, which is a 1 morale check, and then we'll lose our CX. 1 morale check for the 4, 5, 8, and they are fine. Right, you're going to move. You have to take your own roll. You're in command. You're going to move. Everybody's going to move, including you guys. Do you have a target? Not really. So you'll just hang out. All right, let's go to movement phase. And we will start with our reinforcements that are over here. Now, you need a command die roll to move. You get it? So you're going to use non-assault movement. You're going to go 1. This guy will have a chance of activating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So because he's 9 hexes, he falls outside this, means there's a chance for long-range activation, which I did not get. And now we'll do this guy here for activation. 4 with the base 2, so that's going to be no. You, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, just too far. So you're going to come one more for 2. Now you'll roll. You are activated. This up 2 is an 8. 8's going to be a squad, which is going to be a 6 to 8. Just a normal 6 to 8. Obviously you cannot fire, so you're going to stay concealed. That's 2, 3, 4. CX comes off because I already used CX last turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still too far away to fire. You cannot see. You here need to make your own roll. Waste of snake eyes. So if I assault move, I can go 1. I'm not going to use assault move. Let's go 1, 2, 3 into the shell hole. This will give you a chance to shoot on the 2 table with no modifier. That'll be a miss. and 1 resid. And then we'll come down here for 4. You're just gonna hang out. You're gonna hang out. You guys are all gonna hang out. I do have you guys. Now, where's my best leader? 9-1. That's it, I guess. All right, so the 9-1 command die roll using command. This will come off. That'll come off. They cannot CX because they've already were last turn. Now, I got to be careful how I approach this. How am I going to approach this? If I move into this location, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I can bring fire to bear, 12 firepower. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could fire a 4 firepower machine gun with a +3, but I don't think that's be worthwhile. Again, that's a sniper check. I don't think the Russian would do that. You can't see, so let's use you. You'll come here for 1. All right, you're not going to be able to see squat. Up on the roofs are fine. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I could fire a 4 flat because +1, -1 would cancel because of the orchard. That would put a 1 residual reduced because of the orchard. I think that's worthwhile. Although I could fire 4 flat into this one, although they do have wall advantage because they were there first. So they will actually get a +1. So this could be 4 up 1, or I could fire 4 flat. Let's do a 4 flat. He doesn't panic, so we'll do a first fire attack, a 4 flat, and I can leave residual in that location. So 5 on the 4 is a 1 check. And of course he fails because reasons. And then it's reduced to a 1 residual because again of the orchard. That was pretty good. Now what do we do with you guys? 1, 2, 3. I could pay 5 to go into the shell hole. That would give me a +1 on the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into Z7. Let's do that. So you guys are going to CX. You guys can CX as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to join him. I don't think anything can see from the Russian. So you guys are fine for now. You guys are in the shell hole. You cannot CX. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into the debris. Yeah, and then that leaves you. What am I going to do with you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're going to use non-assault to come through here. So this will be a 1 down 2. Well, that cower's off the chart, so I guess that's good. So that's no effect. No, wait. Does it cower? Does residual firepower cower? It may not. Residual are not subject to cowering. I've just killed a half squad with a snake eyes down 1. Wow. That's was a really stupid decision to do that. That's a 1 firepower attack, for Christ's sakes. I mean, come on. Um, you're fortified, which means I cannot enter that location. I have to break you, so I guess you'll come this way. Now I used assault move, so you're going to hold your fire until defensive fire phase because it doesn't make any sense to fire right now. Oh, I didn't try and repair that, of course. Well, assault move into there. Let's activate this unit here. That is a 2. That is an activation. We have this up 2 is a 9 is a squad. Squad's going to be a 527. So let's do the cupola first. We got a 45 with a 2 coax. Let's fire the 4 firepower coax. We have a 5 on the 4 is a 1. Wow. You know, you know what I mean? I really don't know how I'm going to break this deadlock. I really have no idea how I'm going to break this. All right, you're going to attempt to pop smoke into N11. I need a 1 or 2. I don't have smoke. You're going to assault move into N11 then. You guys are going to take a command or action die roll if you panic. No, only second line partisans in green. Your first line, so you don't panic, which means you're going to fire. Let's fire you. You're going to fire on the 8 down 1. 5 on the 8's at 2 check. And you are broken. With 4 residual in that location. You are going to move this way. which means you are going to fire 8 plus 12, or plus 4 is 12. 12 up 1. 9 on the 12 will be an NMC, and you're broken. So you finaled, and you have first fired. And we have 6 residual in that location. Well, I'm going to move you first. So you're going to come here for 1, 2. Then you're going to jump into this building for 3, 4. That's going to activate this unit here, and it will DM you. Activation successful. This up 2 is a 8, is a squad. Squad's going to be a 447. So let's use him first. So he's going to fire 8 firepower with a +1. 10 on the 8's a miss, so you're first fired. I could fire on the 4 of 1. All right, so you finaled. I could final you, so that would be a 4 of 1. That's a miss. I'm not going to FPF that last guy. And we would have 4 residual in that location. All right, you guys, how am I going to move you? If I assault move, I will take a 6 flat shot. So let's move you into here. 6 flat. 6 on the 6 is a 1. All right, so you're fine. I'm not going to final protective fire. So you guys are okay. Now you guys, you're going to go 1, 2. You'll advance in. You guys are going to advance in. Uh, 8 up 1. Yes, I'll move him in. All right, you need a command die roll. Sorry, an action die roll. You do not panic because you're elite. You need a 10 doubles. So you're going to be firing 8 up 1. 6 on the 8's a 1 check, which you fail. And we have 4 residual in that location. First fired for you. Now what are you guys going to do for your encore? I'll come down to I-14. No, I can't because I'll be in range of this. 4 flat. Then I could final. Yeah, I'll have to do it, I guess. Let's move into here. We'll take a 4 flat. 7 on the 4 is a pinning task check, which he's pinned. Now I can F final subsequent first fire with 4 firepower, no modifier, up 1. Wait a minute. That was a miss. He's not pinned. I forgot to add the +1 for the TM. So this is going to be a 4 up 1. And that is a 9 on the 4. That is a miss. All right, so that worked out pretty good. Now, you guys will come here. and you'll stop for now. You're going to salt move here. You'll get the wall advantage. This guy here panics. Sweet, which means he's going to final protective fire. Doesn't have a choice. If he exceeds his morale, he's broken. So this would be 8 up 1. So 7 on the 8's 1 check. Or is that a... What is a bankman? Is that a 2? Railway embankment. A wall. A wall is +2. All right, so my mistake. That's an 8 is an NMC. He passes NMC. However, it will be a sniper check. All right, no sniper. And his IFT was a 6, so it's going to be a... Actually, wait a minute. Because he panicked, this would be half, so this would be a 4. He rolled a 6. Up 2 would be 10. 8. 8 on the 4 would miss, so you'd actually miss. And there'd be 2 residual in that location. All right, so you have final fired. Now, I'll move you guys. So let's move you guys into here, assault. Oh wait, you panicked, so back up that truck. You guys will assault move 1 hex. You'll have to FPF as well because you're panicked. 6 plus 1 is a 7 on the 4 will be a pinning task check, which he's pinned. You up here are going to come downstairs, and you're just going to hang out there. All right, now here. Let's move you into this location. Let's do a action die roll for you to see if you panic. You don't. So you could first fire, but I think you're going to wait. So let's do this guy here. He does panic. All right, so he's going to be final firing. And he is panicked. So that means it'll be a 4 up 3. 4 up 3. And he does not exceed his morale, so he's fine. No effect. And we would have a 2 residual in that location. And your final fired. I could fire the squad at the 467 or the medium. I could spray fire, but that would not really do anything. If I fire the machine gun, that would be on the 8's table. +3. Or I could fire everything and be on the 16 +3. Let's do everything. We'll do a 16 up 3. That's going to be a 12 on the 16, which is going to be a miss. And the machine gun's fine. However, that will be a 6 resid now. So I obviously can't go into that direction. I could, however, move to D17. If I move you here, that will be a +1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Too far away to activate. If I go another 2 into the shell hole, This would be +1. Non-assault would be... Oh, I did use not use assault, so actually this would have been activation check right here. All right, so that is activated. This up 2 is a 12. 12 gets us squad, fortification, and a gun. Squad is a 447, and the gun is a 70 or 45 double long AT. All right, so we have one of you. We've got you. This is going to hurt. And then we have a 447. So we'll fire the 447 first. This would be a 4 flat. 7 on the 4 is a pending task check. He's fine. Russian sniper. Sniper's hot. It is the North sniper this time. That's going to be going 4 for 5. Where is it hiding? There it is. 4 for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're in this location. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wood and wood. So I'm going to take this one here. So I still got one plane in effect for the next Russian turn. And that was a 2, so you're going to be pinned, which is not what I wanted to do. All right, back to here. So that was a pass. You have first fired. Now I can fire the gun. Again, it will be a base 8 to hit. And I break it. That's one of the first good things that's happened for the Germans. So that was 1. This would be 3. So let's fire you first. This will be on the 2 flat. Is a miss. You're going to have to FPF as well. So it'll be on the 4 flat. 5 on the 4 is a 1 check, which he breaks. I've yet to exceed my morale with this guy here. And we had 2 resid here. No, wait, reduced by 1. And we have 2 resid in this location. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's go back. Go 1, 2 for the wall, 3, 4 into the debris, and then 5. You guys will slide forward. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to make you final fire. So this will be on the 4 down 2. 6 on the 4 is an NMC, which he breaks. That's a final. Now you will be activated, all 3 of you. So let's start with the top. Activation successful. We have this up 2 as a squad. Squad's going to be a 458. Next guy. Activation is successful. This up 2 is an 8. It's going to be a squad. And the squad will be a 628. Just a 628. And then the dude in the cellar will be activated as well. This up 2 squad. Squads A447. So a bit of everything in this one. You guys are going to be concealed. You'll be concealed, as will you. You will not be. All right, so because you guys broke, you don't have to worry about firing. You guys are fine. Now I'll move you guys. You're going to come to this location, hang out in the shell hole, and you'll be fine because you cannot fire further and you guys cannot see. Famous last words. I messed that up. All right, so let me back up a bit. All right, these guys here that I just activated, they should have been able to fire on the half squad when it was A17. I'm assuming that they're not gonna, and this guy's fine. So I'm gonna send in one squad into the shell hole, 2, 4. Now these guys can respond, so we can go 4, 10. This would be halved. That would be 12. I could do a 12 plus 1 minus 1. So let's do that. We'll do a 12 flat. 3 on the 12, that's enough for probably a kill. K3. Unfrickin' real, man. Three check. All right, so that is ELR'd and broken. And we have 6 resid in that location. You guys have all first fired. And we had a sniper for the Germans. No. All right, so you guys can now move. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, 3, 4, 5 into this location. Yeah, that'll be it, I think, for the German move. Oh wait, I got you back here. What do I do with you guys? Let's put you here. You guys are going to move 2, 4, 6 into this location here. All right. Russian defensive fire phase. Do they get another artillery strike? 44 says no, so we just have to worry about this guy here. Now we have nobody underneath it, so it's going to do an automatic correction. It's going to go 5 for 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to come this way for 2. And immediately it's going to be canceled because there are more enemy units under it than friendly. Right, so that'll be, it's an artillery strike, and that's going to be canceled for now. Other shooting. Let's go with you first. You have no target. I could fire 4 up 4, but that's just not worth it. You can final fire on the 4 column up 1. So that's no effect. You're going to fire 4 up 2. 7 on the 4 is a pinning task check for the wounded dude. Broken half squad, and well, I should say the 447 down below is pinned. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to fire 4, assuming you don't panic. You don't panic. So you're going to fire 4 up 2 there as well. It's going to be a miss. And that will do the 45 double long into that location. That will be +2 from 8 is a 6 or less to hit. I rolled a critical and German sniper. So this doubled and rate of fire too. Lovely. All right, so on the IFT, we have a 9. Now it's going to be a 7 for some unlucky bastard. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Of course, it is you that suffer the casualties or the critical. So it's going to be a 7 on the 45 long, which is the 4 table. So you're a pinning task check, which I guess isn't horrible. Unless you roll booby trap. Rate of fire, so you've acquired now. Now you're going to need a 7 or less to hit, and you miss. So you've acquired, flipped, acquired twice. Here, action die roll, we panic. Probably the only thing that could really swing in my favor is something like that. So you panic, no fire from you. What about the 4, 5, 8 here? He does not panic, so he's going to fire on the 4 up 1. Cower, so it's going to be a 5 on the 2, which should be an NMC. So busted concealment, NMC, you're fine. Oh, I did get a German sniper before, that's no joy. Now we're going to fire the main cannon, assuming they don't panic, which they don't. So point blank +1 is going to be a net -1. It is a 9 or less to hit. So that is just a hit, no rate, and not a critical. So on the 12, we have a 6. 6 on the 12 should be a 2, which you break. All right, so you have finaled. What about you? You don't panic, so you're going to fire. Let's fire here at the 628. So that'll be 12, or at the 838. That'll be 12 up 1. 9 on the 12 is an NMC. So for you, you are Fubart. Now, if you fire your gun, 1, 2, +3 would be a 5 or less to hit. Or it could fire at this with a +2. +1 because of 2x range. So I'm going to fire on here with a +1. So that's going to be hit. Rate of fire, and on the 12 we have a 5, which is a 2. All right, so you're a half squad. And let's fire again. That'll hit last shot. And a 9 on the 12 will be an NMC, which you fail. Everything is going to shit in the center. Everything is going to shit. 426. You could fire on the 4 table of 1. 6 on the 4 is an NMC. Oh wait, +2 would be a 7 as a pinning task check. So the 9-1, 548, and the 548. So everybody's fine. You finaled. Now we'll do you are broken, 628. I don't think you have a target. because the roof would block it. You finaled. You final. You have target here. That would be a 4 up 5, so that's not going to happen. Here, we have a 4 up 3. That'll be no joy. No targets. Not really a target. See, everything's too far away. I could fire there. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4. You would be 6. This would be 8 firepower, no modifier. 7 on the 8's a 1 check. Broke. No targets. No targets. Not worth it. And everything here is already shot. So that's it for defensive fire. Clean off some resist, defending fire, and we can do our advancing fire. Let's do some flame spread first. So this is all burnt out. Flame spread to here and to the fortified building location. No. Now, does that turn into a blaze? Survey says yes. Non-burnable terrain, so you're all fine. And let's do some shoosting. This will be on the 4 table, +1, +3, +4 on the 4. Just on the off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be nothing. That would be on the 6. 6 up 4. Hail Mary. Running out of stuff to shoot. This will be a 2 up 1. Cowards. This guy's going to assault fire with a 6 up 2 into this location. That's a miss. I'm not going to bother with that. You guys will be pinned and moved. So this is 2.5, 1.25, up to 2.5. +1 is 3.5. Rounded up is 4. So you're going to be on the 4 up 1. 8 on the 4 is a miss. This would be a 2 up 3. That's not going to be happening. And you guys as well. So this will be a 6. Halved is on the 2. 2 up 2. One day I'll get everything through. All right, that's it for the advancing fire. Let's see if we have any route phase to do. Germans will be moving first. All right, get rid of the preps. No, don't have to move, don't have to move. You guys are pinned. Turn off the sniper. Well, you should have DM'd, so you're gonna have to move. If I come back to here, that would be 1, 2, or 3, 5 into that location. You'll come into this location. You guys will have to retreat. You'll come back to this guy. You guys will have to retreat back to this guy here. Oh yeah, there's tons of overlay, and there's a new tool here that's called the overlays with the latest version, which is not that. Let me bring up the this thing right here. So these are all the overlays, and again, you can just drag and drop as you wish. Now this is a much better way, by the way, than going to this one here, where you use these overlays. There's a problem with these kinds of overlays in that it tends to lay on top of whatever is on the bottom. So if possible, and you got the latest version of the tools, then make sure you use the actual overlays function. Uh, Routing. What else can I route? So those guys ran. I have you guys here. So let's go D17 and into one. 2, 3. You would be overstacked for 4. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or I could go 1, 2, 3. You'd be overstacked there as well. So I guess you're just going to stay here in overstacked position. You guys will be able to retreat into here. Again, you're going to be overstacked. Maybe I should probably retreat you guys to this location here. And you guys, unfortunately, are going to be low crawling 1 hex. All right, so that's it for the Germans. I'll be right back, guys. I just got to check something out. All right, so back into it, and we're doing the Russian rev phase. Actually, you got to move, don't you? I guess this would be closest, and then into there. All right, Russians that have to move. You guys on the roof are fine. You're in open ground. They never fired you. That would be an 8 up 1. 6 on the 8 is a 1 check. Heat of battle. This up 3 is surrender. However, no quarters in effect, so you're going to be berserk. So, yeah. Lovely. You guys have to move. Now, you can only come down here, which is going to hugely overstack this location. Moving one at a time, you would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will put you in this location here. You up on the roof are going to descend. And you're still going to be overstacked. You can't go anywhere. You guys are all fine. What am I going to do with you? No leaders, eh? So you're just going to come to here. You'd have to low crawl because you guys up in the first level would be able to see. So you're just going to have to low crawl 1 hex. And that is it for the route. So let's turn that off. Turn that off. And now we can do the German advance. Let's start up at the top here. I am concealed. I am a half squad. I'm going to jump onto this guy. I have nothing else to tie him up. You're going to come here. Ready to jump in the breach again. You guys will move down to there. You guys are coming to there. Use the vehicle for cover. You guys are pinned. You were supposed to be moving into this location. What if I take you and move you into here? There's a chance I might be able to pick the heavy off and swap with this guy, depending how things go out. Now you are panicked, which means you're not good orders, so I could advance into close combat with you, which I think I will. I will get an ambush modifier. You will get a negative because you're panicked. However, you are considered elite. So that'll cancel. You'll be at a net and I'll be at a -2. So in this location, I want to move 1 squad here. The other 838, I'll move down there as well. You guys are going to hang out there. You guys here, you have no target except for what's up here on a roof. So if I move you guys forward to there, broken guy will stay back. You'll just have to rally on your own. I cannot enter this location because you are still there. So you're going to come here. You guys are going to join them. And you guys are going to come here. All right, now we do have a berserk unit. So what they're going to do is they're going to have to come to this location. They're going to have to descend a stairwell and then engage whoever in melee. So if I leave you guys here, they're going to run right smack into you. Although I could engage this guy in close combat, which I think I will do. You guys are fine. Let's keep the pressure on. So you guys are all DM'd. Now you will have to move. You guys are fine in the building. Well, you're panicked anyways. You can't do much. Let's move you to here. Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's awesome there. How are you finding it? I mean, it's very complex. You know, it's a lot to do. But campaign game 3, I'm not sure what that one is. Is that I think that's just the half map, or is that the full 2 maps for Red Factories? I think it's a full 2 one, but I'm not sure. You'll come forward. You're gonna go in. Everybody here will come forward. Now, you guys are gonna go in. Well, let's send in the non-ATR guy. That's 1-to-1. This is going to be 2-to-3, or 1-to-2, I should say, because he's no, it'll be 1-to-1. And let's put another guy in here just in case. That means you guys could all enter C18. And that way we eliminate all of our overstacking. All right, so let's get into close combat. Now, we do have a melee going on here, so this is going to be 1-to-2. So I think the is it nice, nice, the full campaign. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Hopefully you're posting that either somewhere on Facebook in the forum or Game Squad forum or someplace so other guys can follow along with that. It's really awesome to hear. I'd also take a look at the Swedish house rules. That's what I started with on this camp. I stopped it since because it wasn't designed for solitaire play. So there's some shit that doesn't really work right, but it might be something to consider. The Swedish ASL house rules for red barricades. I think it's on Game Squad, but I might be somewhere else. But it gives you some changes that might make sense depending if you want to try it. It's interesting. It just I found some of it didn't work really well. So I'm 4-to-5. That's going to be on the 1-to-2. If I switch to hand, I would need a 6. However, he would be at 1-to-1. He would need a 7. I need a 4. He would need a 5. If I go hand to hand, I need a 6. He needs a 7. I'm very likely to kill him, but I'll probably die in turn. So if I just use normal melee, I would need a 4. Awesome, awesome. And again, because you're playing solo, you can take your time. You know, if you have any question, you just look up a rule, and that thing. Um, all right, so now I need a 5. All right, so we're locked in melee. That's all great. This location here, we do have ambush. The German will be at a -2, and the Russian at a -1 because he's elite or um, stealthy. So the German is a 1. The Russian is a 1. So no ambush. 2-1. I'm going to go hand to hand. 2-1 odds are, or yeah, 1-2 odds, I should say. I need a 6. All right, so he's a half squad, and um, 2-1 needs a 9. All right, so I'm dead, and this is a half squad. All right, moving down. This location, we have ambush. Panic is going to be a +1. Stealthy is going to cancel that out, and I have a -2. So the German is at a 3. Defender is at a 3. So there's no ambush. I will be at 11-6, so not quite 2-1. I will be 3-2. 11-6 is 3-2. I need a 6 with a -2. Um, -3 actually because of the panic. That's a 12. I'm thinking you're gonna retreat. You're gonna withdraw to this location here. I have to see if a panic unit can withdraw, or are they kind of stuck? Right, right. You know, that's probably a good call. Just stay with what you know or more familiar with and adding that stuff in. I mean, the takeaway is there's no night attacks. It's all day, and you lose a lot of heavy machine guns for the Germans. That's really the two big takeaways from the Swedish host rules. So, which face to face probably balances out, but you're really going to need those heavies when you do your attack. All right, so I need to look at chapter S, panic. So all the effects of TI happen. Oh, it's a +2 ambush die roll, so it would have been a +1. Either way, I did not get it. I can't believe I rolled a 12. We need to look at TI effects. All right, well, that's no answer. All right, so TI can withdraw from a combat, so I think that makes sense. The 628 is going to move away from this, and that'll just that'll be fine. That'll be fine. All right. Do I have any other close combat? I do. So ambush. The Russian will be at a -1 for being stealthy. So the attacker is a 3. Defender is a 0. Defender has ambush. 1 to 2. Yeah, yeah. You have the die rolls, right? The die rolls of this game. I'm gonna go hand to hand with the 1 to 2 because I do have ambush. So 4 to 5 will be 1 to 2. I need a base 6. I have ambush, which brings it up to a 7 or less. All right, so I kill off the pesky German. Let's get rid of that. That obviously could have gone a lot better. And I think all I have left then is this one here. So this is going to be a +2 for ambush, -1 for stealthy, so net +1, and I'll be 0. So the attacker is a 6, defender is a 5, no ambush. 1 to 2 odds is a 4, so if I use hand-to-hand, I need a 6. 7, because the panic gives him a +1 and a -1 attacker. So you are casualty reduced. And you would come back at 2 to 1. So you're going to need probably like a 9. That. 4 to 2 is 2 to 1. 2 to 1 is a base 9. +1 because of the panic means you're going to just kill it. But it's a half squad, so it's gone. And I almost missed one. We have 2 more over here. All right, so this one here is +2 -1, and I'm at a 0. So the attacker's a 2. Defender is a 5, so the attacker has ambush. We're going to use hand-to-hand. That'll be 1 to 1 with a -2. All right, that should be plenty. 1 to 1 is base 7 -2 for the panic, and the ambush is a 9. So I kill off the 4, 5, 8. And in this location here, we have a -1 for the attacker, defender. So the attacker is at 5, defender is a 4, no ambush, and we're going to go 8 to 4, 2 to 1 odds, normal hand to hand, or normal melee. So 2 to 1. That's a miss. And let's go 1 to 1. I need a 5. That's a miss as well. All right, so we're locked in melee. And that's going to be it for the German turn 2. We'll do the Russian turn 2. All right, so pins are gone. I think that is it. You know what? I'm not gonna do this turn right now. I've been on for almost 4 hours. I think it's long enough. I'm actually getting kind of hungry. I got to take a break and eat something. But we will carry on at some point in the future with turn 2 for the Russians. Hopefully I can make some more progress in the center. Again, this is just such a drain. I've been fighting over this factory for 5 days now. Ever since I got a first toehold, it's just been I'm fighting for every hex, which is very typical of the battle. I will say along the left flank, I was really hoping to be down here somewhere a couple days ago. But again, that's taken forever to get through. But at any rate, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching. Um, not quite sure when I'll get back to this, but it will be a slow and steady pace as we get, finish all of our to-do list.